All right, here we are back again with another Warriors Abyss. Oh my god, I've been playing this for hundreds of hours, and I still don't know the name. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, Lidgetaw. Today on this episode, we are going to use this guy, who, very excited to use him. He was, I recall, being fairly fun to use. His emblems are S tier. He's one of those he's one of the reasons why I think being a little bit nitpicky on emblems, you know, what gets to be put in S tier, he's one of the reasons, because he gets Wei and Shu. Strategist is there. It's more so just status infliction. I don't think it has barrier damage. It might, I just might be forgetting, but I know it's status infliction. But Wei and Shu, which is phenomenal. I mean, he has two avenues to kind of choose from. Wei is really strong. Shu is really strong. So I mean, it's S tier, even before Transcendence. And then what makes it even better is personal traits, which again, this is one of those just up there for traits, which is why his S increases number of heroes at crystal saplings by 1. So instead of picking every tree, you get 3 options. You now get 4 options, which is so good. I mean, it just makes it that much easier. Then we makes it more likely to find Shu emblems, which is so good. Slightly charges Musou when you inflict wounds. It's just an added bonus. It's nothing that's gonna take away anything. It's just an added bonus. But, and then what is this? Oh, he increases attack for stratagem. Good if you get it, but I don't know, one of the more lackluster unique tactics. Let's see here. So his Transcendence is gonna buff, I think, his personal trait, and then his unique tactics. So now it's, you know, increases it to 40%, but to Shu and Brave General plus Strategist. So that's a little better. But now, it doesn't improve it. But getting 7% for every Strategist is it's a slight bonus. Again, still S tier. I can't say, it's not like it drops it any, because again, that crystal sapling and then finding Shu just makes it that much stronger. So I want to do, I feel like we're gonna have a really easy time if we do traversal level 2. Oh, fee 5 fo fum. You know what? We're gonna do traversal level 3. So I think he's gonna be fun enough. I recall him having a decent moveset, but I also recall him needing the EX, his EX unlocked. So getting 8 skill. Okay. It's a very weird weapon that he has. I still don't know what the f he has. It is so, I was gonna say awkward, but at some points it looks like a staff, then at other points it looks like it's a weird blade that he holds backwards, but then still don't know what I'm looking at. Master Archer. Well, Strategist. Yeah, let's get this because it's a Strategist, which is always great. Bolt. Wait, no, Bolt. Bolt's good. We'll go Bolt. Bolt has Zhang Liao. Has Zhuge Ling. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there it is. There's the move. Alrighty. I feel like that gets buffed. Something gets buffed. Which one gets buffed? Is C3 and C4. Oh, what's this? Swiftly move to the location of enemies struck by C1 or C4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one. Well, speaking of which, and he's a strategist, so you know, hopefully there's a lot of strategists. We're going bold. But see, especially when you're going on higher difficulties, this guy, I was gonna make sure, yeah, Xu Shu, not Zhu, or Zhu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bah. 1, 2. Ah, so much fun. Moose. Let's go wind, I guess. I can go wind or ice. Who am I wanting here? I guess anybody that. I guess we'll go her. What is he? Is he wisdom? He is wisdom. So yeah, I mean, I can take advantage of MYS potentially for an attack buff. So we're going from Guanyin Ping to somebody that, you know, has. He suffers from, for his Musou, he just suffers from, what words am I looking for? Where it's like way too freaking long. It's like, okay, I'm good. No, we can end it now. I think it shines a little bit more later on into a run. Right now, it's not going to shine as well, like most Musous. Oh, he's good. None of these are strategists. Let's pick Motochika. Motochika is always a perfect person to pick. Bolt. I mean, there's him. Strategist is good. Oh, yeah, okay. He's Zhao Yun. He's Bolt. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I forgot about on the last video. With how I think Xu is the weaker of the other two. Between Wu and Wei, I think Xu is the weakest. And one of the reasons being that they're so disjointed in their elements. Like, there's so many. There's Bolt, there's Wind, there's Fire, Slay even. I forget Liu Bei gets Bolt with his Transcendence, which is just weird. He's a strategist. There's only one strategist. He's not Might. If I want to go Bolt. No, I don't want to go Bolt. I want to get a treasure. I want the treasure. Hidden treasure. Whee! Oh, that's a fun combo. It's a fun combo. You got it. I really think they buffed penetrating blades. Like the I don't know. It's very weird. What do we got? You are not a strategist. You is not a strategist either. Shu Prey General. You're Shu Prey General. It's not like I have the option. I need to get some speed. We'll take Machao. Chow. Need to aim for a speed emblem. Getting a speed emblem, at least one speed emblem early on before the first boss is always great. Whop. Man, his C3? No, his C4. That's a C5, right? I'm getting used to saying the correct C number. So I had the speed. So I had the weirdest recall of a memory earlier, like not but like 20 minutes, like right before I started recording this video. Ooh, let's get this, and this is a little easier to get online, and we get to take advantage of dazzling bullet. See, this is another reason that Xu Shu is S tier with his emblems, because he gets Wei, and Wei gives you Zun Yu, which gives you that 100% status infliction, which is way easier to get. But it's not likely, but it's still, I think it's objectively the better choice to take. And he's strategist, yeah, we're taking him. And we're adding him to our team because Dazzling Bullets is one of my favorite. Definitely not one I'm on that. One of my favorite summon skills. Probably my favorite summon skill. We'll go Flame. There's some Shu and Flame. There's some Shu and Flame. Flam. Anyways, I remembered something that anytime I think on it is hilarious. So back in 2012, when I was a wee lad of turning 21 years old, was when I came to terms, I guess, with my sexuality. And on my 21st birthday, when I was, you know, going out and my mom was showing me how to responsibly get drunk. It's, you know, the cat slipped out of the bag. It was not my intention, but it slipped out of the bag to my mom that I am gay. Which she apparently had no clue. But she had made an off remark about something I had said that night. And he goes, "Oh, I've always told my sons if they were gay, I'm fine with it. It's okay. I still love them. There's nothing wrong with it." Anyways, and then soon after that, which was a little harder to do, was to come out of the closet that I'm an atheist. Which was, you know, I wasn't drunk, so it was a little harder. Which when I said it, she was like, "Oh yeah, I've known you were an atheist since you were like 15. I was like, "Oh, huh?" Okay, I didn't know I was an atheist at 15. I just asked questions. Right? I just asked questions. Which I guess in her mind, number by... And then it gives us more Tears of Blood. Yeah, let's take the Tea Caddy. Now we have fucking 5 we get to choose from. Oh, that's gonna be so good. That option. All about the options. Anyways, so I say all of that to kind of then get to the whole point of why I brought this up, which is, so she had no problem with me being gay, which is great. She had no problem with me being atheist, which is also great. The thing she had a problem with when she found out that I was skeptical about it was I don't believe in Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. And she found that to be blasphemous. Like, she was legit, maybe she was like legit fake angry, but she was just like, "I just can't believe you just don't believe in that." It's like, what? Why would I? I don't believe in the mystical, fantastical, you know, religion that you were raised with. I don't believe in that. Why would I believe in something that's even more unprovable in a weird cryptozool, what is it? In a cryptid like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. Now, granted, I would believe in those, you know, more than wow. It's so cool. And out of all 5 of these options, they all bolt. More bolt. Oh wait, I think this whole tree is bolt though. Never mind. It's like, oh, bolt. What are the odds? This can be brave. This gives me brave, and also gives me vigor and skill, which I don't necessarily need, but we'll take it. And let's take some sped. It's just weird. It's like, I get that you don't believe in a god. I get that you like men, but not believing in the almighty Bigfoot or Nessie. That's where I draw the line. It's just weird. She's like, well, how can you not believe? there's so much evidence, or there's no way, like, why don't you open your mind enough to that? Like, I did have to sit, or, I mean, we were driving when it came out. I don't think I was driving, but somebody else was driving, I believe. Maybe I was driving. Anyways, I know we were in the car, and I was like, I don't believe in something that I guess technically has more evidence for it in comparison. We're gonna take the UAGen. In comparison in religion, which, as much as I don't believe in religion, when comparing it to cryptids, has more evidence than Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot, and also has more I was gonna say pliability, that's not the right word. Reliability? Likelihood. It has more likelihood of being real. Out of the two options, I think neither are true, but, or likely. Because that, maybe, I mean, again, not on this planet anyways. For a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness, maybe somewhere else. But the evidence for all of them, all of these claims are just as equal. They are all equally unfounded and equally unlikely. Because if you leave the room open for Bigfoot or the Loch Ness or any other cryptid, like you have to leave the option for any cryptid. Can't just have it be just one. I'm really gonna... Come on, we got this. Do it! I am on a higher difficulty, I'm gonna take that into account. But he is doing it so slowly. Ugh, I'm dodging everything, trying to kill him. I don't know, it's just bizarre to me. And then again, it's also bizarre to me when people who believe in the exact same version of a god, but it's just slightly different, argue. I find it comical. We're gonna reroll here. I want way better options, and we finally got one. Well, shit. It's hilarious. But I guess it has the same, I guess I get the same feeling that most people do when listening, like being an outsider, listening to people debate on who's a better, or who's gonna win a fictitious fight, you know, between, I don't know, Sora and another character, or freaking, even the one that I have the most arguments about, Aizen versus Madara. And to a lesser extent, not Sasuke, Ichigo versus Naruto. Well, not what I was doing there for a second. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no stakes here. Even though I get very heated when thinking about Madara versus Aizen, especially the death battle. Oh, that was a terrible death battle. That was an awful death battle. That was a very ill-informed death battle. Like, objectively, the wrong choice. 100% the wrong choice. It was wrong. Let's put UAGen over him. Because that dude's not doing dick for me. I'm gonna be able to get Zhao Yun online way quicker than... I just need 6 more wisdom. Yes, it's so much easier to get. I want speed. It has a chest. And if you're curious who I think wins, between Aizen versus Madara, it's Aizen. And Death Battle's fucking reasoning was absolutely stupid. It's one of those things where I can't not stop watching Death Battle, and I look forward to every other video that they do, or every new one. I look, you know, every time I look forward to it. And some of them are, from my point of view, are very well researched. then there's some that are not well researched. It's like a cursory understanding of the characters would tell you who's better. We'll take wisdom. I mean, even if you, because I know it was technically a joke at the end of that video with Momiji maybe? Oh, a charm. Oh, wait a minute. I should kind of be looking for, okay, nobody's here. Not really looking for graces. I really don't need that. She does objectively have a good... We'll take Momiji. She is like an S tier in support. And who do we get rid of? This charges my... No, symbol gauge. Okay, get that right the fuck out of here. Get that right the fuck out of here. Not picking that. Not picking that at all. Okay. Just need 2 more master archers. It's pretty easy to get online. I don't think there's any master... No, there's Lubu in here. With vigor. But anyways, one of the, again, jokes that they use, I think it was, oh my god, Boom. What is his name? I was gonna say Boomhauer. That's not the character's name. What the hell's his name? A Boomstick, Wisdom Boomstick. One of the off things he said was Maruda's died twice versus Aizen dying once. And the way he said it, it was definitely a joke. Like that's, you know, not the reason that they said Maruda wins. But even that aspect of it is wrong. Maybe they even say fake die, but Maruda only dies once or twice, because he fake dies once fighting what's his name, Hashirama. He fake dies once against him. We are going to reroll. I'm trying to I don't want Lubu, but I didn't know he was Vigor. Anyways, but he technically doesn't even fake die against Hashirama. He does die, but he uses, I'm gonna get it wrong, it's either Izanagi or the other version of it that lets him rewrite reality, so he just kind of like reverts his death. But he does technically die. He just undoes his death, and then he dies many years later with Obito and all that stuff. But Aizen, his was an actual fake out death at the beginning of the Soul Society arc. I say beginning, but around that point, the Soul Society arc, he does fake die, but it's all a part of his Shikai. It's just an illusion that he put everybody under. And then he actually potentially does die, but comes back from it 3 other times. He dies from Gin, or Gin, whatever, however you pronounce his name. He dies from him, but the Hayako, I'm going to pronounce that wrong a lot, brings him back. We'll take him. Or prevents him from dying. Wow, these are both awful. Brings him back. Then he dies from Ichigo. When Ichigo does the final Ketsuga or whatever. I know it has a different name. I can't remember. It's been years since I've seen it. But technically dies, and depending on between anime or manga, I forget which one. One portrays it as just splitting him in half, and the other one portrays it as how does it portray it? As like atomizing him, like completely decimating him. Whichever version you pick from that, he still came back from that attack and did not die. It weakened him. It did weaken him. It weakened him enough, weakened Aizen enough for, oh my god, Unohana and then Urahara, the guy in the green tactic stuff, the whatever his name is. I'm pretty positive it's Urahara. It's not Kisuke? Oh my god. I'm so bad. I love Bleach more than Naruto, but I'm so bad at remembering the character names. It is a struggle and a half for me. I mean, I have problems saying the people in this game. So forgive me if I'm mispronouncing all these names. Anyways. And then you take into effect the 1,000-year Blood War arc, where Yuabak completely, when he has his almighty ability, he's absorbed the Soul King, all that stuff. He can see infinite realities. What is it? You can see infinite realities, but he erases Aizen from existence and just goes, yeah, Aizen, you no longer exist. And Aizen goes, yeah, about that. And just shrugs it off. So he's been, I think the way Gin's ability works is it targets, what the hell does it target? Like molecularly. So he revived from that. Nah, fuck that up. Fook did that up. And then Ichigo decimated him. And then Yuabak just deleted his existence. And each time he came back. Granted, that was the Hyokyo doing that. But the Hyokyo is a part of Aizen. So the most you would have to argue, like Madara's win con is to overpower, to have enough output to weaken Aizen enough to seal him. Because Madara cannot kill him. Madara does not have the ability or the feats to kill Aizen. Because nobody in Soul Society in all of Bleach can kill him. And not even Yamamoto. Ooh, that's a good one. Lose 10,000 or have even more rerolls. I don't care about my assemble gauge. Oh, this is a Sophie's choice. At the end of region 2, we're gonna take the crystal beads. We're gonna sacrifice 10,000 souls. Tears, I mean. We're gonna sacrifice 10,000. I think we have enough rerolls, and because we have fucking 5 heroes to choose from each thing, I think that's worth 10,000 tears. Because Yamamoto doesn't kill him when he clearly should be strong enough with his Bankai. Don't even have me pronounce that one. Or any of the Bankais for that matter. I don't know any of their names. Like they have no way of killing Aizen in his own verse. And then Death Battle uses this Truth Seeker orbs as a mean to show that that Madara can kill Aizen, but then completely forget that the whole point of Bleach, because it targets spiritual, it attacks the spirit, which is why Madara quote unquote can defeat Aizen, but then completely forget that all damage in Bleach from Zanbakuto, from Kaido, are all spiritual damage. Baffling to me. Baffling, I say. What is this? Slay? I don't give a shit about Slay. We are not Slay King, Slay King. Okay, who do we have here? Who do we have here and who do we want? And getting some Brave General could be good. Okay, Lu Blu is on here as well. I forget he's also skill. Yeah, we'll go this way. Well, we'll aim for Lu Blu. And one thing that I can somewhat give you, maybe, between the two fights, I still think it's wrong, it's the wrong take of it, is they're both masters of illusion. I think Aizen is a better master of illusion. You can maybe argue Madara, and I wouldn't really fight it too much, that Madara has some resistance to illusion, and that Aizen Aizen doesn't have any resistance to illusion, and Madara somewhat has a resistance to illusions, being, you know, put under hypnosis. I think that's fair. I think if you were to make that argument, I slightly disagree, but I'm not going to fight it too much because it really, at the end of the day, doesn't change the outcome to the fight, in my opinion. Because what you then have to argue is, I don't think it'd be that hard to argue this part of it, but you would have to argue that Madara would be able to put Aizen in a genjutsu, right? You would have to make that argument, which again, I don't think is that hard of an argument to make. I think it's a pretty sound one that I think, given the chance, Madara would be able to put Aizen under a genjutsu. But it's also kind of stated in what is it, Naruto, that there are some people that are just immune to genjutsu, like Sakura. She is immune to genjutsu. Very immune, like it's apparently very stated that she is immune to genjutsu. Oh, not versatility. That puts him online, but I also kind of need some brave generals. Okay, we'll pick this. We're immediately using a crystal to get Lubu. That put somebody on. Oh, that boosted Momiji. Yes, we will pick one of these. More so, kind of check some things. There's a grace there. I don't think there's any other graces. Because what we need right now is grace. How close should we get to this? He is a strategist, so we'll take mature. Watch his face. One crystal bead. Let's go this way, and we can waste it on, or use it on a charm. I think we have enough. I don't want to waste any more on skill. Oh, 1, 2. Whee! Whee! No, it's 1, 2. This one? Which one's the botched one? Because it's 1 or 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes. I think it's that one. This one? Oh no, it's that one. Well, I'm lost now. It says charge 1 or charge 4. Oh no, that's right. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that one's saying it's charge 4. Okay, I'm lost. I'm immediately lost. I don't know what this game's doing. I'm completely and immediately lost. So anyways, the whole argument, in my opinion, for Madara to win against Aizen is for the people saying that Madara wins, is to demonstrate that Madara has the strength output to weaken Aizen enough so he can be sealed. But then you have to argue, or make the argument, or back up the argument, we're going to take the bang, to back up the argument that, or which world has stronger sealing powers, Naruto or Bleach? So you have to make the argument who has stronger sealing capabilities. I would make the argument, I lean towards, I don't think I can make the argument very well. I would have to look it up more. But I would lean towards, I'll take strategist. Bleach having a stronger, well, this is a terrible choice. I guess we'll get more HP because I have no skin tears. Can do that. I think we'll take this, or the vigor. I would lean towards that. There's also so many other evidence of how strong Aizen is, and how much energy he can generate, and just just how strong he is versus Madara. Like, Madara's strongest feat that you can give him in strength is him spreading the world tree? Sakura tree? Is him spreading that across the world, which gave him, you know, his, we'll say planet, well, you know what, I'll just give him, I don't think it is, but it's like planet tier strength, like that's how strong he is. His destructive capability is planet, which is fine. I'm okay with him having planet level. But Aizen has like dimension. I wouldn't say he's universal, but that's probably a little bit too much of a wank, but he's definitely close. I would say he's closer to universal in power, you know, capabilities than Madara is to planet level. Or if you're gonna give planet level to Madara, you have to give Aizen at minimum galaxy. I think that's fair. Like, Aizen's super strong. He's so strong. Now, granted, he's only strong because of the Hoyokyu. That's like you can't really argue out of that, but to say Madara beats Aizen is just objectively wrong. One of the other reasons, one of the other, you get bridge on? You do. Thank you. Get more vigor, I guess. Let's go here. Does I have no Shane Phase on my team. I'm gonna switch though. I think this is good. No, I think we're good. So, I had to do a little pause there because I had to go to the bathroom. Let's go wisdom. What was I talking about? Immediately already forgot. That's unfortunate. No, it was Aizen versus Madara. It's such a strong Musou. Can I put that in S? I think I could. Or can. I think I objectively can. Let's do wind. I do need more wind to get Machao in line. Machao. Yeah, Machao. Every time I say it, it sounds like I'm saying Ka-chow. Yeah, oh yeah, one of the death battle things that they gave an out to Aizen's illusion ability from his Shikai, from his Zanpakuto. One of the things that they said was, in the Soul Society arc, Unohana, I believe, oh my god, the fourth captain, the one that heals, that she was able to decipher that Aizen's body, the fake body, there was something wrong with it, and therefore she knew that it was an illusion. But you go back and look at it, it's like, she didn't know it was an illusion. She knew there was something wrong with the body. She's like, this doesn't seem right. She didn't immediately deduce that that everybody was in an illusion. There's like no evidence to that. Like at all. Like at all. No evidence. She just knew there was something wrong with the body. And she did not know that they were under an illusion. And even then, Aizen has a stronger illusion. Because with Genjutsu, I guess it's the same, but with Aizen's illusion ability, again, whatever it's called, his Shikai, that puts everybody under a hypnosis and illusion, it completely takes out anybody. Even when you know you're in it. Like even Yamamoto, he knew he was in the illusion and he still couldn't fight through it. He still couldn't rely fully on his like his stronger, theoretically stronger Ryatsu, because in Bleach, if you have a stronger Ryatsu, you negate other people's abilities, like Aizen negates Soi Fan's Chikai's ability to instantly kill people if she stabs him twice. It doesn't affect him because he has a higher Ryatsu. But in Naruto, there's just more evidence that you can break out of an illusion. Or break out of Genjutsu, that is. Because realistically, I think it... Because you would have to make the argument that that Madara has the ability to weaken Aizen enough to kind of disrupt the symbiosis going on between him and the Hyokyo. I hope I'm saying that one right. Enough for then for Madara to seal him. Which one can make the argument that, you know, which I'd be fine with. Then you have to then say, well, wouldn't the Hyokyo just eventually grow to then weaken those seals? Well, granted, I think that's pushing it, but that's like Madara's only win con. Because he can't outright kill Aizen. He just can't. He does not have the capability or the destructive force enough to kill him. Anytime I think about that stupid fight and that argument, I'm like, no, Aizen wins. Aizen's a cooler bad guy. Let's just take it from being a bad guy point. Aizen wanted to see the Soul King because he didn't like the concept of the Soul King and hated that everybody was ruled and dictated by him. And kind of, I think, wanted to become the Soul King because he's like, I can do a better job. The Soul King sucks ass. I want to prove I'm a better person. Because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. Don't grain of salt that. That could be the complete wrong take of what his motivation was. I know he didn't agree with the Soul King and he thought he could do a better job. I'm pretty sure that's what his motivation was. And everything he did, he organized over hundreds, thousands of years. I still don't know how the Shinigami, the time and age really works in the Soul Society, but I know it's several years, decades, maybe even centuries that his plan where he's creating the Hyokyo. He's done this, he's done all the planning and he plans ahead. Madara was tricked by black goo. Everything Madara did was because black goo, who had a fucking mommy complex, who missed the little black glue Zetsu, Black Zetsu, who just missed his mommy and just wanted his mommy back, tricked Madara into doing all the things Madara ended up doing. So it was one of those things where it's, oh, the Akatsuki, they're the big bad guy. Well, actually, they're being portrayed, they're being led by the string with from Pain's doing the puppeteering. Well, actually, it's this mysterious person who's Obudo who goes by the thing of Madara. Madara is doing the little puppet string pulling. Well, actually, it's actual Madara that did all the puppet strings, but actually, it's this other fourth removed person that's doing all the puppeteering behind the strings. So it's like, all right. At that point, I just gave up. I was like, all right. Madara, you lose your cool points. I mean, you just objectively lose cool points. Like, how can you be a cool, He's still cool, don't get me wrong, but you do lose cool points when you are being puppeteered by black goo. I say black goo, I don't know really what Zetsu really is, but in my mind, he's black goo. Where Aizen is not being... Like, Aizen thought of everything he's doing is because he wanted to. He's not being puppeteered by anybody else. Nobody put that thought in his head. He put that thought in his own head. His own hubris is why he wants to do everything. Nobody, and it's not like somebody like slightly changed it because Black Zetsu behind the scenes changes, or he does something to do with the Mangekyou, or not the Sharingan, and like changes the lore behind it, or I don't know what he does. He does something to that, but he gears it to allow for eventually somebody to bring back Kaguya. And I think you lose points. At that point, you're not that cool of a villain anymore. You're kind of lackluster. and I don't have that much respect for you. He's still cool, he's still a badass in his realm, he's still a threat in his verse. But then you put him against fucking Aizen, who, quite frankly, I don't want to say he's unkillable. I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that, especially in anime, that can definitely overwrite the Hayokyo. Because in anime, it gets so, I mean, the reality warpers in anime, in certain animes. So, there's that. So you can even make the argument that Aizen's too broken even in his own verse, because the only person that beats him is Ichigo. And the only reason Ichigo beats him is because he has fucking plot armor. Because, I mean, I still don't understand why Ichigo is not under his hypnosis. Because he never saw his blade, or he touched his blade. That's one of the aspects I don't get about that. And that's just my ignorance. And lack of wanting to look it up even further. That's another death battle we could talk about. One that I don't disagree with the outcome, I just disagree. That's one of the other things when it comes to verse or power scaling, like trying to get somebody's strength, like how strong they are. And there's a very, very, very thin line with transitive properties when it comes to that, where it's because character A did this and character A is equivalent to character B, therefore character B can do what character A did, and you just keep doing that until it's like character A is able to do this thing, and all through transitive properties character F can do that too. It's like, what? That can sometimes make sense. I can see the through line. I can pick up what you're putting down. But one that's so egregious is the Mickey Mouse versus Yoda, which I don't disagree that Mickey Mouse wins, because Mickey Mouse has like a very slight bit of Toon Force, I think. Just a slight bit. I think Mickey Mouse still wins against Yoda. I'm not annoyed at who won, because it's still kind of irrelevant. I'm annoyed at how they came to the conclusion of Mickey's strength and speed. So, you know, I don't have any crystal. You know what? We're gonna increase. We're gonna actually take the 3,000 tiers. I usually never really take that one, but we're gonna take this. So, the one that I, so what we'll do is speed. How they figure out what his speed is compare him to Roxas, and this is in third game, where Roxas essentially teleports to the end battlefield. What is it, the Keyblade Graveyard? At the very end, he teleports there, and they give Mickey that speed feat because they calculate that each little world or each little section that you go to is a different galaxy, and then they somehow pull randomly, and they do randomly pull out of fucking nowhere the distance that he traveled, and I don't know where they're getting that. Did I just do 200? Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely an S tier Musou. Anyways, I don't even know where they got that the calculations, like the distance traveled that Roxas supposedly did. I don't know where they calculated that. They completely pulled that straight out of their ass. Like, no doubt in my mind. Like, you don't know how big these quote-unquote galaxies are. Like, yeah, they look like galaxies, but it doesn't mean that they have the same, you know, distance that galaxies in our world have. Like, there's no basis to that. And even if I grant you that speed feat, Roxas only was able to do that because of friendship. He states it almost immediately. They're like, how'd you get here? He's like, I was able to get here because of your friendship. So he teleported because of friendship to the battlefield. Ooh. I still need 5 more. But do I need? What am I? 246. How many strategists do I have? I have 8, so that's 56. I might just take his... Well, it does boost... It does boost that. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take the strength. So, even if you give Mickey that speed feat, I think it's weird. I think how you're getting that speed feat is a little... like a super stretch. There's probably other better concrete ways to calculate Mickey's speed feat, but fine, okay. The one thing that I will not give you is how they calculate Mickey's strength, which is just absurd. Again, there's way better, you know, idioms, or not idioms. What am I thinking of? I guess evidence to come up with, not just through Kingdom Hearts, which is where they base most of their feats off of, is through Kingdom Hearts, but they don't specifically state that it's only because of Kingdom Hearts, or that they're basing all the stuff off of Kingdom Hearts. But they compare, they do the transitive properties, again, something that I can disagree with, especially in this aspect, where they say Sora is equivalent to Hercules, which I agree with. Sora in strength is paired with Hercules. All right, yeah, I'm with you so far. Then they say that Mickey is better than Sora. Oh, okay, and therefore Mickey is comparable to Zeus. Where'd you pull that out of? Where the f did you pull that out of? Because it wasn't your ass. You pulled that out of somebody else's ass. What? What do you mean Mickey's comparable to Zeus? What evidence do you have to that? Because one could argue that Sora is stronger than Mickey. Especially in Kingdom Hearts 3. The whole game depends on Sora. Mickey kind of does dick all in 3. He's needed, he's a warrior of light, and he's strong. Like, they gotta depict that, where he's fighting fucking 4 Organization 13 members, all possessed by Xehanort. He's what? He's fighting the Gamma Luke's sword, Malicious, Luxine, and then one of the Xehanorts. I think it's Xemnas. So he's fighting like all 4 of them all at once, which is impressive. I'm not trying to downplay that. But to say he's equivalent to Zeus, where are you pulling that out of? Because they give him a strength feat of Zeus, because they compare him to Zeus, and they say because Zeus is able to rewrite the stars at the end of the Colosseum world, he's able to rewrite the stars and assemble them to look like both Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and they calculated that strength feat of moving the stars. One, why are you automatically going to him physically moving the stars, which would be irrelevant because the only time we see the light in the stars is the light and not the actual stars themselves. The stars aren't there anymore. From what we're seeing, the stars are long gone for the most part, from how I understand how that works. So the most you should be able to say is he's not physically moving the actual star, he's just moving the light, which is still a strength feat, I would imagine. But one could even argue, or more seriously argue, that he's just using magic to alter, to like, you know, like smoke and mirrors, to alter it to make it look like Sora in the game. And then you have to then kind of prove that Mickey can even do that. But then that strength feat is immediately, and I do mean even before they even bring that up, immediately disproven because Zeus can't get out of the rock that the Ice and Magma Titan are putting him in. You saying that that rock, that layer of magma, the ice and magma that's creating Earth around Zeus is stronger and more durable than the stars in the sky? like the strength feat needed, like Zeus can't get out of it. He can move literal thousands of stars effortlessly, but he can't break some earth. Come on, like you can't make that argument. You can't go, oh yeah, see, he has the strength feat. That's not correct. That is felonious. That Musou may be slowest, but it is super good. We'll take this just for the charm. We'll take this because it has some charm, or guaranteed charm. So, just, you know, just a little bit of a rant to go on. What's another one? One that I did enjoy the actual fight itself, but after somebody pointed it out, I think it was, oh my god, wasn't it Classic D-Man? Classic Man D. Yeah, Classic Man D. He's so good. I love listening to his, well, one, his voice is beautiful to the ears, but I love his analysis for the most part. I can't think of too many like thoughts or analysis that he's had that I truly disagree with. So I think his are fairly thought out and researched. And if he doesn't know enough, he says as such. He goes, I'm not very versed, but I did a little bit, and through this amount, this is why I come to this conclusion. When I bring that up. Oh, it was Bardock versus Omni-Man. That was another one. I enjoyed the fight. Thought it was a great fight. Thought the animation was phenomenal. But yeah, once it was pointed out, like, wait a minute, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'll take Zhang away because I need that. This entire time I haven't had my Chow online. Let's see here. Let's make sure I have... He's online. He's online. He's online. He's on... I don't know how I got him online. She's technically not online, but do I need her heavily... I don't think I got Cao online. Cao online, I mean. Is there somebody here that... I mean, I guess I can add him. It's not going to help my infliction, but it does raise my attribute attack. So he is online. Because I'm just thinking... I don't think Momiji's really... I don't have a Kuni, so he's kind of pointless. Never got him online. Never really aimed to get him online. This is online. 3 wisdom. How much wisdom do I have? Wisdom. 36. No. So who was I gonna add? And like, just like that, I've already forgotten. Who the f was I gonna add? Wasn't you? Was it? No. I mean, I can add him. I felt like I was looking at somebody else. Don't you love that? Here, give me a second. Okay, we're back. I want to just do that off. Pause it, you know. And we're gonna add him. I don't think it's necessary. I just think it's gonna be a little better than her, since I didn't get her in line. And that could all change. Yeah, that could all change at the end of this one, maybe. Anyways, Omni-Man versus Bardock. At first I was like, okay, no, this makes sense. Yeah, Omni-Man wins. But then it was pointed out that, no, he shouldn't. Because Omni-Man, with the help of 2 other people with special things, was able to destroy a planet. But King Vegeta, who they compare Bardock to, which I think is a fine thing to compare him to. Oh, I always forget about that. But the King Vegeta effortlessly destroys 3 or so planets with the wave of his fist, or hand, I should say. Just deletes them, just waves, and they all blow up. And they somehow say Omni-Man is stronger than somebody that's comparative to that. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. I thought he jumped in the air. Okay, now we gotta watch this. There's one more grace. Flame, bolt, slay, slay. Slay, queen, slay. Guess we could take flame. I mean, we do have a some amount. I mean, 35. Yeah, I guess 35 is better than nothing. We'll take this. Another shoe. And neither of these really buff me any. Is ice. Burn. We got a lot of and I guess we'll take this. Theoretically, it might be objectively better. But yeah. So there's just certain things that Death Battle just, it's like they forget. And I kind of understand it. If it's not been apparent in this video, it's definitely apparent in other videos. I forget things that I say almost 2 seconds after I say it. And I am so disjointed, and I am so bad at arguing or debating in certain things, because I always forget things or try to bring them up, and then I get disjointed, and I don't have a very through line of thinking. If you were to look at my thinking process, it would be a wild wavelength. It is a wild wavelength. So, oh, that was all on me. But it's fun to, you know, bring up different matchups. At the end of the day, it doesn't fully matter. It is fictitious. Ooh, I barely dodged that. Maybe we'll get him. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him! Hit him! Get him! Alright, give me a fist! Hey, you're an asshole. I guess we'll take invulnerability, and that's fine. It's fine, geese. Man, you sometimes love to take your time getting up here. Oh shit. Gotta make sure I don't fucking blow it again. Talking about random shit. Oh, I do have 100% status inflection, so he does have all statuses on him. Ow, thank you, I loved that. I loved watching myself get hit in slow motion. It was magical and delectable. Thank you, game. Oh, another strong character. Very, very fluid. I think definitely an S tier, a level character. It's so fun to use. Very fluid moveset. Not reliant on needing an EX, so not really reliant on getting, oh damn, 32. Oh, we are in a higher traversal level. 32 karma embers is a decent amount. A very decent amount. And we shall save this, because I feel like I have him. I don't have him. Wow. Who do I want to get rid of? Square. Is this the one before? I feel like it is. This is not the one that I did the video on. We'll put it there. It's fine. Wish they would update that. I really wish they would update that. What did we just do? He's in Shu. Give me a second. There he is. All right. So off the bat, S for emblems. Wei, Shu, strategist, very good. Phenomenal. S tier in traits. If I were to take into account like how good are they without transcendence and how good are they with transcendence, which I'm not going to do. I might mention it. I haven't mentioned it before, but his traits don't improve, quite frankly, with transcendence. I think he's still an S tier even without transcendence because he doesn't gain any emblems from it. The only trait he gains is just getting a buff by having strategist, which you're naturally going to get because I think Shu has a lot of strategists. I mean, I had 8 at the end of mine. I think it was 8. It may have jumped up more. We can go back and look. 8, 9 or so, but I mean 7. I mean it's a nice thing to have, but I wouldn't say it bumps it up anymore. If he only had 8 traits, it's not gonna bump it up to S. But it's already S, especially in higher difficulties when you only have 2 trees to choose from. I mean, he got up to 5 choices of generals to pick. And if I had a crystal sapling, I had 5 people to choose from. So it just makes making a build so much easier, and so that ties into build being S. I'm gonna have to give moveset A. It's very fluid, it's very mobile. I just don't think it's very all-encompassing. Musou, definitely S. Objectively, I mean S. And then enjoyability is S. I thoroughly enjoy using this guy. He is very great to use. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6 is 30 plus 5. So he's 5.8. I mean, he is right there as an overall S, not SD. He's not a memory card. Solid top of S. Very few people get higher than that, which is why I kind of have to put his moveset just for the argument's sake. I'm just dropping it down because I think there's other people that deserve a flat S across the board, like 6 out of 6, 10 out of 10 ranking. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Phenomenal person. Are there any ending things I want to say? Well, I guess I can tie it in, If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me why I'm wrong about any of the death battles, and why Omni-Man is stronger than Bardock, or why Madara can beat Aizen. You're just objectively wrong, in my opinion. That's just my hubris. And there is no wiggle room on how they came to the conclusion with Mickey Mouse and how they calculated his speed, or definitely, and I can even somewhat give you his speed, but there's no way I'm giving you how they calculated his strength. They did that in the most wonkiest of ways. So weird. Such a very disjointed transitive property. Because you have to make the argument as to why Mickey is comparable to Zeus. And I just don't see how you do that. Because all you're saying is Sora equal to Hercules, and you're saying Mickey greater than so how are you doing? They're saying Sora, Hercules equal. They're saying Mickey greater than Sora, and then they're saying Zeus greater than Hercules, therefore Mickey and Zeus equal. What? That didn't make any sense. That didn't make any sense at all. Like, it legit doesn't make any sense. Because from Death Battle, and I disagree with this part, what they're essentially saying is, so in canon, Naruto greater than Madara, right? Somewhat, one can argue maybe not, but Naruto greater than Madara. Madara greater than Aizen, therefore Naruto greater than Aizen. just doesn't compute. Ow, just whacked my microphone. Just doesn't compute. Naruto is not beating Aizen. Anyways, leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts on all that is and how wrong I am. At the end of the day, we're both two nerds arguing about two fictitious characters from anime or from video games. And then you just have to step out and go, all right, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I shouldn't get all worked up as much as I do, but that's just in my nature. One of my big character flaws. Anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, or year, depending if you want to come back to this channel, especially if we have the takes that I have with this and if you didn't agree with them. Anyways, toodles.